Shahid Usman Hadi, laid to eternal rest next to the tomb of national poet Qazi Nazrul Islam, adjacent to the Central Mosque of Dhaka University. A huge crowd attended funeral prayer of Inqilab Moncho spokesperson Shahid Usman Hadi at the South Plaza of Parliament building. Chief Advisor, members of Advisory Council, leaders of various political parties and people from all walks of life attended Usman Hadi's funeral prayer. Nation to move forward by embracing Usman Hadi's guiding principle in its heart, says Chief Advisor. One day of national mourning observed at the death of Usman Hadi. National flag kept half-mast at all government, semi-government, autonomous institutions, educational institutions and Bangladesh missions abroad. Election schedule amended. EC reduced appeal period, whereas extended appeal resolution period by 2 days. Bodies of 6 Bangladeshi peacekeepers killed in Sudan arrived in the country. Funeral and burial will take place tomorrow with state and military honor. More than 1,000 Palestinians waiting to leave Gaza for emergency medical treatment died, informs World Health Organization. And after the 4th day of Adelaide Test, England needs 228 runs to win against Australia with 4 wickets in hand. Assalamu alaikum. This is Shamim Khan, welcoming you all to News at 10. Those were the headlines. We now move on to the news in details. Shahid Sharif Usman Hadi, frontline fighter of the July uprising and spokesperson of Inqilab Moncho, was laid to eternal rest beside the national poet Qazi Nazrul Islam near Dhaka University Central Mosque this afternoon. He was buried around 3:50 p.m. after his namaz-e-janazah attended by hundreds of thousands at the South Plaza of সংসদ Bhavan. Hadi's coffin, wrapped in national flag, was taken to the grave at about 3:18 p.m. Prayers and Fatiha were offered after the burial for eternal peace of the departed soul. Based on the family's request, Hadi was buried beside poet Qazi Nazrul Islam on Dhaka University campus. Earlier, his namaz-e-janazah was held at the South Plaza of National Parliament building after Zohar prayers. The namaz-e-janazah of Shahid Sharif Usman Hadi was held at the South Plaza of সংসদ Bhavan in Dhaka this afternoon. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus, advisors of the interim government, senior government officials, different political leaders, Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, as well as hundreds of thousands of people from all walks of life also joined his janazah and offered prayers seeking forgiveness of the departed soul of Shahid Hadi. Hadi's elder brother, Maulana Dr. Abu Bakr Siddiq, administered the namaz-e-janazah. Earlier, Professor Yunus spoke on the occasion as Religious Affairs Advisor AFM Khalid Hussain also addressed and read out the biography of Shahid Hadi. Inqilab Moncho member Secretary Abdullah Al-Zabir spoke on the occasion as well. The South Plaza of সংসদ Bhavan and the entire Manik Mia Avenue witnessed a mixed scenario of emotion and resistance as some of the people broke into tears for Hadi, while others were chanting slogans against fascism and hegemony, as well as demanding trial for Hadi killing. Sharif Usman Hadi, the fearless frontline fighter of July uprising and spokesperson of Inqilab Moncho, was shot on December the 12th while he was on a battery-run auto rickshaw in the city's Bolton area. He was immediately rushed to Dhaka Medical College Hospital and later shifted to Evercare Hospital on the same day as its condition deteriorated. On December 15th, Hadi was taken to Singapore by air ambulance for better treatment, where he succumbed to his bullet injuries on Thursday night. casting a shadow of grief over the entire nation. Hadi, also an aspiring independent candidate for Dhaka 8, is regarded as an immortal soldier of the struggle against fascism and hegemony. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus said, "The entire nation will remember Hadi forever and work to fulfill his dream." He said this just before attending Namaz-e-Janaza of Shahid Sharif Usman Hadi at the South Plaza of Jatiya সংসদ Bhavan in the capital this afternoon. The Chief Advisor said, "We have not come here to bid you farewell, but a pledge. We have come to make a promise to you that what you told us we will fulfill." Professor Muhammad Yunus said that this promise will not be limited only to those present today, but also will be carried forward across generations.
সারা বাংলাদেশ জুড়ে কোটি কোটি মানুষ আজকে এই মুহূর্তের জন্য অপেক্ষা করছে। তারা তাকিয়ে আছে হাদির কথা শোনার জন্য। আজকে প্রিয় ওসমান হাদি, তোমাকে আমরা বিদায় দিতে আসি নাই এখানে। তুমি আমাদের বুকের ভেতরে আছো এবং চিরদিন বাংলাদেশ যতদিন আছে তুমি সকল বাংলাদেশির বুকের মধ্যে থাকবে। এটা কেউ সরাতে পারবে না। আমরা আজকে তোমাকে প্রিয় হাদি বিদায় দিতে আসিনি। আমরা তোমার কাছে আমরা ওয়াদা করতে এসেছি। তুমি যা বলে গেছো সেটা যেন আমরা পূরণ করতে পারি, সেই ওয়াদা করার জন্য আমরা একত্র হয়েছি। সেই ওয়াদা শুধু আমরা নয়, পুরুষানুক্রমে বাংলাদেশের সব মানুষ পূরণ করবে। সেই ওয়াদা করার জন্যই আমরা তোমার কাছে আজকে এসেছি, সবাই মিলে যে যেখানে আছি। আমরা তোমার যে মানব প্রেম, তোমার যে ভঙ্গি, মানুষের সঙ্গে উঠা বসা, তোমার যে রাজনৈতিক দৃষ্টিভঙ্গি, সবাই প্রশংসা করছে। সেটা আমরা মনে প্রাণে গ্রহণ করছি, যে এটা যেন আমাদের মনে সব সময় জাগ্রত থাকে, আমরা সেটা অনুসরণ করতে পারি। তুমি আমাদেরকে এমন এক মন্ত্র কানে দিয়ে গেছো, সেই মন্ত্র বাংলাদেশের কেউ কোনোদিন ভুলতে পারবে না এবং এই মন্ত্র চিরদিন আমাদের কানে বাঁচতে থাকবে। সেই মন্ত্র বাংলাদেশের বড় মন্ত্র হয়ে আমাদের জাতির সঙ্গে সংযুক্ত থাকবে। তোমার মন্ত্র ছিল বলবীর চির উন্নত মমশির। এই উন্নত মমশিরের যে মন্ত্র তুমি দিয়ে গেছো, সেটা বাংলাদেশি সন্তানের জন্মলগ্ন থেকে যতদিন সে বেঁচে থাকবে নিজের কাছে বলবে, চল বলবীর চির উন্নত মমশির, আমাদের শির কখনো নত হবে না। সেই মন্ত্র তুমি আমাদেরকে দিয়ে গেছো, আমাদের সব কাজে সেটা আমরা প্রমাণ করব। আমরা দুনিয়ার সামনে মাথা উঁচু করে চলবো, কারো কাছে মাথা নত করব না। সেই মন্ত্র তুমি আমাদেরকে দিয়ে গেছো, আমরা সেটা পূরণ করে যাব। প্রিয় হাদি, তুমি নির্বাচনে অংশগ্রহণ করতে চেয়েছিলে এবং সেই নির্বাচনে অংশগ্রহণ করতে গিয়ে নির্বাচন কিভাবে করতে হয় তারও একটা প্রক্রিয়া জানিয়ে গেছে আমাদেরকে। সেই প্রক্রিয়া যেন আমরা সবাই মিলে গ্রহণ করি, যে কিভাবে প্রচারণা কার্য চালাতে হয়, কিভাবে মানুষের কাছে যেতে হয়, কিভাবে মানুষকে কষ্ট না দিয়ে তার বক্তব্য প্রকাশ করতে হয়, কিভাবে বিনীতভাবে মানুষের কাছে আসতে হয়, সবকিছু তুমি শিক্ষা দিয়ে গেছো। আমরা এই শিক্ষা গ্রহণ করলাম, আমরা এই শিক্ষা চালু করতে চাই। আমরা সবাই আমাদের জীবনে আমাদের রাজনীতিকে এই পর্যায়ে নিয়ে আসতে চাই, যাতে হাদি আমাদের জীবনে স্পষ্টভাবে জাগ্রত থাকে। হাদি, তুমি হারিয়ে যাবে না, তুমি কোনোদিন কেউ তোমাকে ভুলতে পারবে না। তুমি যুগ যুগ ধরে আমাদের সঙ্গে থাকবে, আমাদেরকে তোমার মন্ত্র পুনঃ পুনঃ মনে করিয়ে দেবে, আমরা তোমাকে মনে করিয়ে দেব চলবীর উন্নতম মমশির। আমরা সেই মন্ত্র নিয়ে আজকে সামনের পথে এগিয়ে যাব।
A one-day state mourning is being observed across the country today following the death of Shahid Sharif Usman Hadi, a courageous frontline fighter of the July uprising and spokesperson of Inqilab Moncho. As part of the state mourning, national flag is being flown at half-mast at all government, semi-government and autonomous offices, educational institutions, government and private buildings, as well as Bangladesh missions abroad. Hadi was shot while riding in a battery-run auto rickshaw in the capital's Walton area on the 12th of December. Amid widespread public outcry across the country, he was taken to Singapore by air ambulance on 15th of December for advanced treatment. He later succumbed to his injuries while undergoing treatment there on Thursday night. Hadi's death cast a deep shadow of grief over the entire nation. Grieving and anguished students, along with members of civil society, demanded justice for Hadi's killing and called for an end to such acts of brutality. The bodies of 6 Bangladesh Army peacekeepers martyred in a terrorist drone attack on a United Nations mission base in Sudan arrived in Dhaka, drawing solemn tributes from military and civil authorities. The dead bodies arrived at Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport in Dhaka today. The bodies were received by Lieutenant General Mizanur Rahman Shamim, Chief of General Staff of Bangladesh Army. Chairman of Civil Aviation Authority of Bangladesh, acting resident representative of the United Nations in Bangladesh, representative of the Force Command of the United Nations Interim Security Force for Abai, senior officials of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, military officers and members of the media were also present. At the reception, all attendees observed 1 minute of silence while military personnel rendered salutes to honor the fallen peacekeepers. The peacekeepers were martyred in a brutal terrorist drone attack on a UN peacekeeping base in the Abai area of Sudan on December the 13th. Following funeral prayers at the Central Mosque of Dhaka Cantonment on December the 21st, the bodies will be flown by helicopter to their respective hometowns for burial with full military honors. In the same attack, 9 other Bangladeshi peacekeepers were injured. Of them, 8 are currently undergoing treatment at Aga Khan University Hospital in Nairobi, Kenya, and all are reported to be out of danger. The Election Commission has revised the schedule for filing and disposing of appeals against returning officers' decisions on nomination papers in the 13th Jatiya সংসদ election. According to the revised notification, the time for filing appeals has been shortened by 2 days and will now run from January 5th to the 9th instead of the earlier January 5th to the 11th. The period for disposal of appeals has been extended by 2 days and will take place from January 10th to 18th instead of previously announced January 12th to 18th timeline. As per the election schedule, nomination papers must be submitted by December the 29th, but scrutiny will be conducted from December 30th to January the 4th. The deadline for withdrawal of candidacy is January the 20th, followed by symbol allocation on January the 21st. As per the election schedule, the 13th Jatiya সংসদ election and referendum will be held on February the 12th, with voting scheduled from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. using transparent ballot boxes. To exercise voting rights in the 13th National Parliamentary election and the referendum, a total of 5,29,091 voters registered so far through Postal Vote BD app. Alongside Bangladeshi expatriates from different countries, government employees assigned election duties and those currently staying outside the registered voter areas are also registering through Postal Vote BD app. According to the postal voting update published on the Election Commission's website as of 10:45 a.m. today, a total of 5,29,091 voters have registered via the app. Among them, 4,97,033 are male voters and 32,056 are female voters. Of the registered voters through the Postal Vote BD app, 4,62,593 are expatriates, while 66,498 are government employees engaged in election duties or staying outside their voter constituencies. Among the expatriates, the highest number of registrations came from Saudi Arabia, with 1,32,111 voters. Additionally, 49,663 registered from Qatar, 36,893 from Oman, 33,981 from Malaysia, 26,273 from the United Arab Emirates, 23,544 from the United States, 18,309 from Kuwait, 18,133 from the United Kingdom, 17,005 from Singapore, 13,437 from Italy, and 10,992 from Canada. On the other hand, as of 10:45 a.m. today, 66,498 Bangladeshi voters currently residing within the country registered under the in-country postal voting category through the Postal Vote VD app. As discussions intensify across the country ahead of national election, concerns of urban marginalized communities, especially slum dwellers, center on voting rights, civic services, and the expectations from the state which are not very demanding. They simply want to live healthy and dignified lives. Ensuring basic rights such as safe housing, health care, and education for the children is what resonates most strongly in their voices. Among the young slum residents, there is also growing interest in the referendum. Many see it as an opportunity to directly express their opinions on important state decisions. Experts believe that sustainable democracy is not possible if expectations of slum dwellers are ignored. Whether in elections or referendums, ensuring the participation of marginalized people in all processes could be the first step towards building an inclusive state. Now, international news.